morning everybody. So in the second class of carbonate compounds, so let us see the sigma and pi bonds. Sigma and pi bonds. Yesterday, that is in first class of carbon compounds, we discussed about the why we are giving more priority to carbon compounds. What is the electron configuration of carbon in ground state electron configuration, in excited electron configuration. In excited state of carbon, it possesses 4 unpaired electrons. So the valency of carbon is 4. The valency of carbon is 4. It has the capability to form 4 covalent bonds. It can form 4 covalent bonds. Okay. So now come to the sigma and pi bonds. What is sigma? The overlapping of atomic orbitals. The overlapping of atomic orbitals. The overlapping of atomic orbitals along the internuclear axis. Along the internuclear axis. So we will form sigma bond. We will form sigma bond. Sigma bond. Okay. See here, overlapping of atomic orbitals along the internuclear axis means this is one p orbital of atom, another p orbital, another p orbital. So now the overlapping, this is px and px, overlapping along the internuclear axis like this. This will give, this is the internuclear axis. So this will give one sigma bond. Overlapping of atomic orbitals along the internuclear axis will give the sigma bond. Next, the overlapping of atomic orbitals in sidewise will form pi bond. Pi bond will form pi bond. See the sigma and pi bonds. The overlapping of atomic orbitals in sidewise. The overlapping of atomic orbitals in sidewise will form pi bond. Along the internuclear axis overlapping will give the sigma bond. That is the difference between the sigma and pi bond. Let us see this pi bond. Here I am taking the pi bond overlapping. This is py of orbital, py of another orbital. These undergo sidewise overlapping like this. Upper orbitals overlapping, lower lobes of orbital overlapping. Sidewise overlapping will give the pi bond. This is sidewise, internuclear axis this one. Perpendicular to internuclear axis will give the pi bond. Along the internuclear axis will give the sigma bond. Okay, pi bond is indicated by this symbol, sigma bond is indicated with this symbol. This is about the definition for sigma and pi bonds. Sigma and pi bonds. Once you see, the overlapping of atomic orbitals along the internuclear axis will form sigma bond. The overlapping of atomic orbitals in sidewise will form pi bond. That will form pi bond. Sigma bond overlapping, then pi bond overlapping. Okay. Now, see the examples. All single bonds are sigma bonds. Examples. CH4 methane, H. How many single bonds are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 sigma bonds. No pi bond. 0 pi bonds. single bonds. Bonds are sigma bonds. Sigma bonds. Okay. So whatever the single bond is present, that will be taken as sigma bond. Second one, ethane. This is ethane. How many single bonds are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 sigma bonds. 0 pi bonds. 0 pi bonds. Third one. Ethene. C2H4. That is CH2 double bond CH2. C double bond C H H. Here also H H. In double bond, one bond is definitely sigma, another one is pi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 sigma, 1 pi bond. How many sigma? 5. Let us see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 sigma. How many pi bonds? Only 1 pi bond. In double bond, you have to take the first one as a sigma, next one as a pi bond. Okay, that is ethene. Third example. Fourth one, ethyne. C2H2. That is CH triple bond CH. C triple bond C H H. Sigma, sigma, middle one sigma, upper and lower pi bonds. Middle one is sigma, upper and lower, upper bond and lower bond. Total how many sigma? 1, 2, 3 sigma. 3 sigma, 2 pi bonds. See this. So sigma and pi bonds. Definitely all single bonds are considered as a sigma bonds. Double bond and triple bond is there. The middle one is the sigma, upper and lower is the pi bonds. In ethene, double bond, one bond is sigma, another bond is pi. Without sigma bond, there is no existence of pi bond. Okay, sigma bond is stronger than pi bond. What is that? Sigma bond is stronger than pi bond. See, sigma bond is stronger than pi bond. Sigma bond is stronger than pi bond. Sigma bond is stronger than pi bond. Okay. See, find the number of sigma and pi bonds. Sigma and pi bonds in the following. A. CH3, CH2, CH3. B. CH2 double bond CH, CH3. C. CH2 double bond CH bond C triple bond CH. See the first one. You have tried like this. See 3 hydrogen, 3 separate single bonds. CH2, C2 hydrogens, CH3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 sigma bonds. 0 pi bond. No pi bond. 10 sigma bonds, 0 pi bond. 0 pi bond. Come to the second example. CH2 double bond CH3 CH2 H double bond CH3 H. How many bonds are there? Single bonds? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 sigma bonds. 1 pi bond. Once again we check it. 1 sigma bonds I am taking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then 1 pi bond. Third one, CH2 double bond CH2 double bond CH bond C triple bond CH. Single bonds 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 sigma. Pi bonds 1, 2, 3. 3 pi bonds. 7 sigma, 3 pi bonds. Okay. Once again check it. Sigma bonds 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Middle one 6, 7. Pi bonds 1, upper one. Here lower and upper 1, 2, 3. 3 pi bonds. This is about the finding number of sigma and pi bonds. Okay. Sigma bond is always stronger than the pi bond. Overlapping of atomic orbitals along the internuclear axis will give the sigma bond. Overlapping of atomic orbitals in sidewise will give the pi bond. Now, finding sigma and pi bonds in the following compounds means CH3, CH2, CH3. All single bonds are taken as the sigma bonds. If double bond is there, one sigma, one pi bond. If triple bond is there, middle one is sigma, upper and lower one are the pi bonds. Middle one is sigma, upper bond and lower bond is the pi bond. Okay, so this is about the sigma and pi bonds. Now come to the another topic, that is hybridization. Hybridization. See here. Hybridization. So what is this hybridization? Who introduced this concept means Linus Pauling. Pauling introduced hybridization. See here, suppose I am taking the methane molecule. The methane molecule structure is tetrahedral. CH, H, H, H. See, all 4 bonds are equal. All 4 bonds are equal. But if you take carbon electron configuration, 1s2 in excited state, 1s2 2s1, 2px1, 2py1, 2pz1. Electron configuration. Electron configuration in excited state. Excited state. So in excited state what happened? 1s2, 2s1, 2px1, 2py1, 2pz1. In this 2s orbital energy is less than the 2p orbitals. All 4 orbitals are not equal. But in the CH4 molecule, all 4 bonds with hydrogens are equal. How it is possible? If you take electron configuration of carbon excited state, 2s, one electron is present in 2s, 3 electrons present in 2p. 2s orbital energy is less than the 2p. Even though it forms 4 equal bonds. This is possible only so when hybridization is observed in the carbon. Initially, before interaction with hydrogen, carbon itself it undergoes hybridization. What is the hybridization? So, intermixing of, see the definition, intermixing of nearly same energy containing, these are not exactly equal, nearly same energy containing, nearly same energy containing atomic orbitals. same energy containing atomic orbitals. Atomic orbitals will give equal energetic same number of hybrid orbitals. Same number of hybrid orbitals. Same number of hybrid orbitals. Hybrid orbitals. This is known as hybridization. So once again you see the definition. Once again you see the definition of hybridization. Intermixing of nearly same energy. Why I am taking nearly same? 2s orbital energy is not equal to 2p. So slight energy difference is observed. That's why here I am taking nearly same energy, not exact same energy. Intermixing of nearly same energy containing atomic orbitals, so will give equal energetic, same number of hybrid orbitals. Suppose two atomic orbitals are participated in intermixing, so you can get two hybrid orbitals. Four orbitals are involved in the intermixing, you can get four hybrid orbitals. Six orbitals are involved in the hybridization, you can get six hybrid orbitals. Whatever the number of atomic orbitals are undergoing intermixing, the same number with equal energy containing hybrid orbitals are obtained. Okay, so that's why this concept was introduced by the Linus Pauling. So in carbon atom, whatever the atomic orbitals, unpaired electrons and atomic orbitals which undergo the hybridization, so they will give the same energy containing atomic orbitals. Let us see. So here I am taking same in the form of orbitals. So 1s2, 2s2, 1s2, 2s2. After that 2p, slight energy is more. 2p2 initially, 2p2 like this. 2px1, 2py1. This is in ground state. Carbon electron configuration in ground state. Next, carbon electron configuration in excited state. One is two. In excited state, what this electron is promoted into 2pz. 2s1, 2px1, 2py1, 2pz1. 2s energy is less than the 2p. Now these four undergo hybridization, and that will form four hybrid orbitals, equal energy containing, like this. One electron, one electron, one electron, one electron. So what happened? Four orbitals energy is equal. 2s1 overlaps with the 2p. That will give same energy containing four hybrid orbitals. Four hybrid orbitals. Now, equal energy containing four hybrid orbitals overlap with the s orbital of hydrogen. Then that will give the corresponding methane molecule. Okay, so this is about hybridization. Once again, you see who proposed this hybridization? Linus Pauling. So, what is the definition of hybridization? Intermixing of nearly same energy containing atomic orbitals will give equal energetic same number of hybrid orbitals. This concept is called as a hybridization. Carbon electron configuration in ground states 1s2, 2s2, 2p2. Carbon electron configuration in excited state, one of the electron from 2s orbital promoted into 2pz. So 1s2, 2s1, 2px1, 2py1, 2pz1. Those four electrons will undergo the hybridization, so will give the same energy containing hybrid orbitals. The 4 hybrid alkyls have same energy. So due to that reason, what happens? When they have same energy, they can overlap with the hydrogen and will give the corresponding product. Okay. So that is about the definition for the hybridization. Once again, you see here, hybridization. Now, come to the types of hybridization. Types of hybridization. Types. Types of hybridization. 3 types are there. One is the sp3 hybridization. H by B power n means hybridization. sp2 hybridization. sp hybridization. How many types of hybridizations are there? 3 types. sp3, sp2, then sp. Come to the first one. sp3 hybridization. Hybridization. Intermixing of one s orbital and 3 p orbitals. Three p orbitals. So we'll give equal energetic. Four sp3 hybrid orbitals. Hybrid orbitals. 4 sp3 hybrid orbitals contain same energy. Remember this one. Intermixing of one s orbital and 3 p orbitals will give equal energetic 4 sp3 hybrid orbitals. Is called as sp3 hybridization. How many types of hybridizations are there? 3 types. sp3, sp2, sp. Intermixing of one s orbital, 3 p orbitals. That's what is called as sp3 hybridization. Intermixing of sp3, intermixing of one s orbital and 3 p orbitals will give equal energetic 4 sp3 hybrid orbitals. It's called as a sp3 hybridization. Let us see example for this sp3 hybridization. Example: methane CH4. Same carbon electron configuration in ground state. GS means ground state. GS ground state. That is 1s2 2s2 2p2. In excited state, what happens? 1s2 2s1 2px1 2py1 2pz1. So like that. Now these 4 will undergo the sp3 hybridization, and that will form 4 equal energetic. One electron, sp3, sp3, sp. 4 sp3 hybrid orbitals with equal energy can be obtained. See here, carbon with 4. 1, 2, 3, then 4. 4 hybrid orbitals. Each hybrid orbital has 1 electron. Like this. Next, in CH4, 4 hydrogens are present. See, hydrogen electron configuration. Hydrogen electron configuration is equal to 1s1. So s orbital has only 1 electron. So each sp3 overlaps with the hydrogen. Bonding, sharing. Here also overlaps with the hydrogen. Sharing. Here also overlaps with the hydrogen. Overlaps with the hydrogen. How many hydrogens are there? 4. Each sp3 hybrid orbital containing unpaired electron will overlap with the hydrogen atom. That is s orbital of hydrogen. Why we are taking s orbital? Hydrogen electron configuration is 1s1. Only one electron present in s orbital. S orbital shape is spherical. Just the sp3 overlap with it. This is one sp3. This is also sp3. This one also sp3. sp3. Okay. Each sp3 hybrid orbital with one electron can overlap with the hydrogen, and it gives tetrahedral geometry. Tetrahedral geometry. Tetrahedral geometry. Bond angle is 109 degrees 28 minutes. 28 minutes. The next, Cc bond length. Carbon, Cc bond length. Here only one carbon is there. If you take other compounds like ethane, Cc bond length. Cc bond length. Example is C2H6. Cc bond length is 1.54 angstroms. 1.54 angstroms. Okay. See, if it undergoes sp3 hybridization, definitely it shows the tetrahedral geometry. Tetrahedral geometry with bond angle 109 degrees 28 minutes. Cc bond length. In methane molecule only one carbon is there. If you take ethane, C2H6, two carbons are present. In that case also sp3 hybridization takes place. So in that case, Cc bond length is 1.54. Means a compound which undergoes sp3 hybridization, definitely the bond length between two carbons should be 1.54 angstroms. Okay, the question in annual exam you may get like what is hybridization? Explain sp3 hybridization with one example. Explain sp3 hybridization with one example. You have to give the definition for the general hybridization. So then definition for sp3 hybridization. Example, methane. Carbon electron configuration in ground state, in excited state. In excited state what happened? So 2s1 can overlap with the 2p orbitals, will give the same energy containing 4 sp3 hybrid orbitals. Each sp3 overlaps with the 1s1 orbital of hydrogen, because hydrogen electron configuration is 1s1. So due to that, it can form 4 sigma bonds. Let us see how that 4 sigma bonds are obtained. So carbon, H, sigma bond, then sigma bond. This is tetrahedral geometry. Tetrahedral. So the bond angle should be 109 degrees 28 minutes. Cc bond length is 1.54 angstrom. The geometry is tetrahedral. So this is about the sp3 hybridization. sp3 hybridization. Okay.